moment. So if you rely on normal mode, expect lots of burnt scenes in your future. That aside, the R7 keeps the colors vibrant and retains a satisfactory level of detail. Close-up images look great too, although focus isn't always uniform and some parts of the image appear blurred. In such cases, you can tap to focus on a particular object and get the focus under your control. But beware, it's perfectly possible to end up with an underexposed image as a result. Another defect we observed is a sort of a burn at the corners of photos taken against the sky. It seems sunny July weather brings about more light than what the camera sensor knows what to do with. Still, despite its exposure management problem, the Oppo R7's camera is capable of pulling off very satisfactory shots, especially if you take matters in your own hands. In fact, you should feel obliged to take the time and explore all the imaginative modes and effects Oppo has built into the camera app. The ones that come pre-installed are the self-explanatory colorful filters, HDR, GIF generator and slow shutter. But Oppo's camera apps shop also includes audio, photo, double exposure, super macro and raw as downloadable add-ons. You can freely install and uninstall different camera modes, although you're not free to rearrange the order in which they appear inside the app. In low light scenarios, you will see images go progressively softer as the amount of light that reaches the sensor grows weaker. Thankfully, images still remain clear and articulate without any weird artifacts and glitches. As for video recording, we think the Oppo R7 could do much better, as the 1080p video we shot is quite compressed and parts of the image that contain similar information, such as the continuous blue sky, appear blocky. However, we're impressed with the noise cancellation, which makes one's voice sound almost pristine against the noisy backdrop. The trade-off to this is that the audio ends up filtered and sterile, but this is a necessary evil. Moving on to the front camera, the big 8 megapixel sensor captures a very good amount of detail, while the automatic face tracking feature ensures your very important self stays in focus. Oppo has some serious intentions to capitalize on the selfie trend, which is commendable. Final summation, we're not wildly impressed by the Oppo R7's 13 megapixel camera, but we have to acknowledge that it has great potential, especially if an educated user is willing to mingle with expert mode settings. Also, the camera apps and features that Oppo cooked up are just plain fun. With its big punchy display and decent loudspeaker and headphone output, it comes as no surprise that the Oppo R7 is a very good smartphone for multimedia. The device plays popular video formats without a hitch, and for audiophiles the R7 has a special trick up its sleeve. It's called Direct HD Sound. This is a sound processing engine that optimizes the audio signal to sound its best on the bundled-in pair of stereo earphones. The difference in music reproduction quality isn't mind-blowing, but it's there. The sound becomes somewhat fuller and more detailed with the feature turned on, but the Dirac enhancements are only available while wearing earphones. Dirac does not discriminate between the bundled earphones or your favorite pair of buds, but whether you like the resulting sound is up to you. Book reading is another type of multimedia consumption that's been mostly overlooked by manufacturers, but Oppo paid attention to that too and added an eye protection display mode. When activated, it automatically filters out overly intense blue light to take the edge off the visuals, reducing the amount of light and color information your retinas are being blasted with. Coupled with the screen's ability to get really dim at a minimum brightness output of 3 nits, this makes the Oppo R7 a very good choice for avid bookworms. That's great and all, but how about call quality? Well, wow, we're honestly impressed by the Oppo R7's call quality. In both inbound and outgoing calls, the smartphone transmits pristine voices between callers. The active noise cancellation with a dedicated mic that's at play here definitely makes for a noise-free experience, while earpiece output is sufficiently loud. We wish we could say all the same good stuff for the battery life, but we can't. Qualcomm's chipsets may be famous for their efficiency, but powering them with an all too small 2320 mAh battery cell is pushing your luck. Unfortunately, it will be the end user who pays the toll for Oppo's decision, as the R7 only managed an unimpressive 5 hours and 39 minutes of ongoing on-screen usage in our battery test. In Oppo's defense, the R7 comes equipped with the manufacturer's mighty VOOC fast charging technology, which lets users charge the smartphone to 50% in just about 30 minutes on the plug. While we're at it, topping off the smartphone to 100% takes just 18 minutes, which is very good. These things aside, the Oppo R7 makes it quite far for a $400 smartphone, and it's a great all-around package. Still, at this price point, there are other handsets one should consider, such as the Xiaomi Mi Note or the Huawei Honor 6 Plus, which both have more screen real estate and pack more battery life. Meanwhile, the good old OnePlus One is still the best smartphone one can buy for $350. Well, this is our review of the Oppo R7. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Luis from PhoneArena. Thanks for watching.